I bet you have read Genesis chapter 26 several times and you think you know everything there is in that story. Stay with me and you will see what you have probably never seen before. You are in the study room with Abimbola. Here we hunt for hidden treasures in the Bible with the help of the Holy Spirit. This chapter starts by letting us know that there was another famine in the land in the time of Isaac, which was different from the time of his father Abraham. Abraham's was stated in Genesis 12 verse 10. You can watch my video on this and the lessons there. Abraham went to Egypt according to verse 14 of chapter 12. In today's chapter, during the famine, Isaac went to see Abimelech, king of the Philistines, but the Lord appeared to him, instructing him not to go to Egypt. Remain in the land where I tell you to stay. Verse 3 continues, and I will be with you. I will bless you. I will give you and your descendants all the land, etc., etc. So let's move on to verse 5, where the Lord told Isaac the reason for the promise. And he said, I will do this because your father Abraham obeyed me. He did what I said. God told Abraham to go to Egypt, but he told Isaac not to go to Egypt. There are a lot of treasures in this chapter. First, God may tell your colleague, your friend, your sibling, anyone around you to change jobs or to relocate. But what has he told you? Pay attention. Many of us make decisions based on what we see others do. Several years ago, a number of us were dissatisfied with our working conditions and decided to leave without even trying to change them. I joined them because I didn't want to be left behind, especially as the other organization was offering us more pay and the recruitment process was almost automatic if you were coming from our organization. I was there for almost 2 months and I realized that I made a mistake. Many people are relocating now, which is wonderful. But what is important is to be directed by God and not by man. Second, we might need to go to God in prayer to make sure that we're in the right place if you are right with God, but are not in a comfortable place in life. As God had promised in the earlier Bible passage, in doing so, we must remember that God is all-knowing and He's never too late. In verse 7, it says, Isaac's wife, Rebekah, was very attractive, and the men of Gerar, they inquired about her, and Isaac lied and said, she's my sister. Does this sound familiar to you? Look at Genesis 12, 11 to 13. Abraham was faced with a similar situation in Egypt with Sarah. And the third treasure here is that there's nothing new under the sun. If you are facing or if you feel you're alone in a situation, someone else has passed through that. Reach out and I'm sure you will learn a trick or two on how to handle your own current situation. Another treasure in this verse is that Isaac used the same line as his dad. I'm sure Abraham would have discussed how he survived by using that line. Perhaps over dinner, lunch, whatever it is, or a popular family gist. Parents, let's be careful what we say or do in front of our children. They are learning every move. The fifth treasure is sitting openly in verse 8, which says Isaac lived in Gerar for a long time. Many people miss this. God told Isaac not to go to Egypt, but he should stay back and be blessed there. this blessing did not come immediately. We have to learn to wait on the Lord. He is a faithful God. The sixth treasure is found in verse 12, where it is stated that Isaac sowed a seed in the land and harvested a bountiful, no, he had a bountiful harvest that year. I'm not sure what year he planted the seed, but what matters is what seed you are planting. He did not sit around waiting for the promise to come to pass. God is not a magician. He promised to bless all the works of our hands. See Deuteronomy 28 verse 12. So make sure you have a work that God can bless. The Lord blessed Isaac so much that the Philistines, they envied him and closed up all Abraham's well. When Isaac was planting seed, what were they doing? Gossiping, sleeping, complaining about the government or economy? Plant your seed, water it, and focus on what is important instead of looking for ways to destroy others. Another treasure is in the story of the wells Isaac had to dig and lose after he was sent away from Gerar. When we have given our best effort and we are asked to leave, let's say a company, we should pray for guidance from God. Your latter will surely be better than your former. The ninth and final treasure I discovered was when Abimelech visited Isaac and acknowledged that God was with Isaac, leading to their peace agreement. That agreement was made in the morning, and that same day, Isaac's servants found water in the well they had dug. Having been hurt by someone and moved on, the resolution of your resentment toward that person could be your next level, the key to your next level. Wow, that was like 9 treasures. So let me know if you found another one or other treasures in this chapter. Please put it in the comment section. I'll appreciate it. Thanks for hunting with me. God bless you.